Hello, and welcome to another video. This video will be my review on the movie Munchies. Now, it might sound like a stoner movie, but it really is not. It's actually like an homage to the Gremlins movies. So, let's get into this. The director is Tina Hirsch. She did things such as Death Race 2000, Twilight Zone the movie, and Joe Dante's Gremlins. Harvey Korman is in the movie. He's also in Blazing Saddles, Dracula Dead and Loving It, and he also had his own show back in the day. And he plays two parts. A guy named Cecil Waterman, who's like a evil businessman, and Simon Waterman, who is a goody good two shoes type deal. And they live right next door to each other. The creatures in the film, they look pretty awesome. They have sharp teeth and claws, and they're very alien looking. And they also can talk like Gizmo did in Gremlins. Very similar too in the voices. Yeah, there's also things in the movie that they show like a gremlin figure. They show a gremlin picture on a newspaper, and I believe a guy named Dude in the movie drives a yellow car that Billy drives in the Gremlins movie. And the alien voice actors were actually interesting. I recognized them when I was watching the film. And one of them is Frank Welker, and he does a lot of voiceovers for the Transformer movies, and even the cartoons, and many more different stuff he does. And the other one was Fred Newman, and I recognized his voice right off the bat. He does voices for the evil Mogwai and Gremlins in the Gremlins movies. He also does Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. And he even does DJ Spaz for GTA 2 for the PS1. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I kind of like that. Now, as for this movie here, it's about a protagonist space archaeologist named Simon Waterman. He discovers a creature in a Peru cave, and he ends up bringing the creature back to America with his son. And Simon's son, he names the creature Arnold for some reason. I forget the reason, but he named it Arnold. And Simon's evil brother, Cecil, he sees that they brought something back from Peru, so he thinks it's expensive, and he goes to steal it, and they notice it's a creature, so they kidnap it instead. Who I mean by they, I mean Cecil and Cecil's stepson, whose name is Dude. And they end up kidnapping Arnold. At the kidnapper's place, which is right next door, the stepson has to watch over the creature and does it very aggressively, and Arnold becomes aggressive with him, and the guy Dude ends up chopping him up with a knife, and that's what makes him spawn into other creatures like himself. Just like gremlins do with water, they multiply. Well, they multiply by getting cut. It was a pretty interesting take for this. I kind of liked it. It did remind me a lot of Gremlins, and if you love Gremlins, you'll love this movie for sure. And I will show you a trailer at the end of this video.
A new and inviting desert community.
Violation! This is going to be a great day.
Filled with kind and loving families.
But I am your stepson.
I don't know. I treated you like it was, didn't I?
Oh.
With mature and responsible teenagers. And then, one day...
Did you hear something?
Something odd appeared.
Oh, this is incredible.
Exactly what they are is uncertain.
I'm South American cockroach dad. I'm out of here.
Their origins are somewhat hazy.
It's an alien. Maybe an illegal alien.
And while their manner can be quite charming,
He's so cute. Can't we take him out of the bag now?
their habits can be a little bizarre.
Paul, not so rough.
I haven't done anything yet.
Gross.
But you better treat them right.
You're not laughing anymore, are you, pal?
Because they're not necessarily nice. Munchies. Climbing into the driver's seat now, taking over the lead. Grabbing up for the vacuum, baby, that's not what I need. I'm making predictions, honey.
Kitty. What is that?
What are they?
Sure that thing's a cat. Murder?
No one kills more tropical fish that live.
I'm on the case.
Just dropped in for a bite. Munchies, starring Harvey Korman, from the creator of Little Shop of Horrors. Munchies.